Hi, this is Randy Rolfe from the Institute for Creative Solutions, and I'm here sharing foundational concepts for vibrant health through natural living. And last time I talked about all the building blocks that we need from our food and also the transformational processes, getting energy from our food. And other ants and other plants and animals, all other creatures that we do consume, store up energy, which gets transferred in our bodies by the digestive processes and the metabolism in each of our cells. And also we use many of the different substances that come from plants and animals to build the cells and the enzymes and all the vessels that transport things in our bodies. So I want to talk today about protein, which is used to make just about everything. Cell walls and DNA and RNA, those are the genetic components, and they also involve other substances, but you need protein to build them. And they're used to make enzymes and hormones and nerve cells and the neurotransmitters that help send the information in our nervous systems. And there are basically 20 amino acids that make up the protein in the human body, and at least 8 of them need to come from our food, and the others our bodies know how to make. And so we have specialized processes in our cells that know how to take the amino acids from the ones that we eat and make all the different amino acids that we need to make the long chain proteins. So the proteins are basically based on nitrogen, and they're very long and complicated. And what's so special about them is they form these strange little designs that can capture other things and make things happen. Quite phenomenal. And I won't go any further into those details, but they're absolutely essential. And as far as our food's concerned, you can get the proteins from almost any whole food because we're eating other cells, plants and animals cells, so there's going to be protein there. Obviously the closest pattern of amino acids will be from the animals because we are in the animal kingdom, but even every plant, if you're eating the whole plant, you're going to get some protein. So when they talk about complete protein, they're talking about having that combination of amino acids that we utilize. But we use all other proteins for, like I said, the neurotransmitters and enzymes and everything. So you can use all the protein, that even if it doesn't come in that perfect balance. So every culture has found a way to get its protein, from the ancient native peoples that still live way up in the north or in the far south of our planet. Almost all of their protein, and sometimes all of it, comes from animals, big mammals usually, or birds, and from bird eggs if they're lucky enough to find those nests. And so they can get all their protein from these other animals that live in the same area as they do. But as you get closer to the equator, there's more and more plants and nuts and things that are more available. In the temperate zones, what humans figured out is to domesticate animals and share their milk. And there's nothing wrong with good, healthy, fresh milk. But so much of our milk is from animals that aren't healthy, that have been fed antibiotics and growth hormones, or it's homogenized and pasteurized and ultra pasteurized and had the butter removed, and so it ends up a lot of our milk isn't very good at all. But certainly humans have used fresh milk for as long as we know that we've domesticated animals, and it can be a very good food, especially for little kids and the elderly if they're losing their teeth, and for sick people, get good quality protein. Then of course there's the eggs. We've been eating eggs for as far as we know, millions of years, stealing them from the birds, and the birds know that they're going to lose a certain amount of eggs, and that happens. And there are cultures that eat grubs and lizards and all kinds of things that we don't really consider edible in our culture in America. And then there's the seeds and the nuts and grains that have been used around the world. We've been gathering nuts as long as we can go back thousands of years to ancient grave sites, and there's seeds and nuts, and they've been a great source of protein throughout human history. So what I recommend is using the protein that's most like what your great grandmothers or grandfathers would have eaten, because that's probably the most agreeable with your own particular genetic patterns. But the main thing is to eat a complementary diet and to allow your body time to digest protein. You need a good, strong stomach acid to break down protein into the appropriate amino acids. So I'll talk a little more about that next time, running out of time here. Institute for Creative Solutions with Randy Rolfe. Go to randyrolfe.com. Thanks.